Okay, here's the scoop. A while ago I got an email from Blip telling me that my account where I have been uploading my rhyming reviews since 2010 will be closed down in November 2013 because I simply don't live up to their new standards of quality. Fair enough. I'm not upset and I don't hold a grudge against Blip for doing this. That's not disencouraging me in any way. Rather, I think it's a good opportunity to go back to the drawing table and rethink the way I make videos. Right now I have downloaded all my rhyming reviews on this little USB stick. Question is if I will re-upload them somewhere else, or maybe if I will continue making reviews. Until then, I am going to be making this new video series. I will be talking about TV shows, movies, or whatever comes to mind. So here is the first episode of Dakostro Discusses. I am Dakostro, and I will be discussing. Arrow has returned for a second season, which I am really excited about. I was really glad to find out that there was gonna be a season 2 of Arrow, just like I was glad that this show was picked up in the first place. It appears to me that shows like these, superhero themed and based on comic books, rarely actually make it to an actual series. Just look at the Wonder Woman pilot. Man, did we dodge a bullet with that one, by the way. Sort of like Wonder Woman herself. Pew pew. Now, Arrow is a show that really grew on me after a while. I mean, the pilot episode, it didn't exactly blow me away at first, but I saw some potential, so I decided to give it a few more episodes, and man, did I really come to like this. Seriously. One major reason for why I have come to like Arrow so much is how quickly things have developed. Like, Oliver first started out as this rogue vigilante who was sort of like a cross between Dexter and Earl Hickey because he was hunting down criminals, killing their asses, striking their names off the list, and also he was narrating to himself, which didn't really work that well, at least not in this show. I mean, there are plenty of shows that have narrations by the main character that are really good. This case, it was really for the best that they dropped it, so yeah. There have been some weak moments in Arrow, of course, like in the first season, Burned and Salvation. Those were my least favorite episodes. It wouldn't surprise me if there will be some weak moments in season 2, though. But I'm being optimistic about it. Hopefully it's something I can bear with. Anyway, Oliver changed from this lonesome vigilante to somebody who has revealed his secret identity to some people, like John Diggle and Felicity Smoke, and making them his allies. He has also made some enemies along the way, and he has also made some mistakes, like Huntress, for example. On a little side note, how come that Oliver still doesn't wear a mask? I mean, when Huntress became a crime fighter, she started with a mask on her face, but Oliver, on the other hand, looks like a raccoon for some reason. Why? I mean, is he going through people's garbage cans when he's done fighting crime or something? Now, a big theme on the show is that a lot of characters have been trying to improve themselves, make up for their flaws and their mistakes. That doesn't just go for Oliver, but a lot of supporting characters, such as Tommy Merlin, Quentin Lance, the list goes on. But about Oliver, he has of course learned that there are other ways you can do certain things. I mean, a big change with season 2 is that he doesn't kill people anymore like he first did. I didn't really have a problem with that, but it's nice that he is looking at other ways to do stuff. So he realizes that he doesn't have to get the point of an arrow through people to get his point through. He has snapped out of snapping people's necks, so to speak. Besides, it's really freaking cool when he rounds criminals up so the police can pick them up. It's such a comic book thing, you know, and I mean that in a good way. It's something you would expect to see from Batman, Spider-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so forth. And same thing with the non-lethal arrows that Oliver's using. You know, they just electrocute people, or they get the weapons out of their hands, they chain them up, that kind of stuff. I just hope we won't see any boxing glove arrows or stuff like that. That's a little too Silver Age. Starting with the second episode in Season 2, we see that there is a new intro where Oliver is the CEO of his family company, meaning that he has to carry a lot of responsibility, and with that take a lot of heat for things that his mother did. It had terrible consequences. Lots of people got killed, injured, lost their homes. But come on, she was being blackmailed. Her family was being threatened. She did a lot of things she didn't want to do because of all this pressure she got from the big bad. Also, it's really nice that Walter Steele is back, despite the fact that he's not Oliver's stepdad anymore. I don't know, maybe that makes it a little less awkward for Oliver, not having him doing his mom and doing their family business at the same time. Now, let's talk about Roy Harper for a little moment. Now, he is taking the law into his own hands to make up for when he was breaking the law by taking people's stuff into his own hands. And now it looks like he's gonna become the Vigilante's new sidekick, pretty much like in the comics when he's Speedy, Arsenal, Red Arrow, all those aliases he has. One question I have though is how he is going to handle this while he's also working under Thea and being her employee at the same time. Hi-oh! Now, if Thea finds out about this, she will probably be really pissed off about it. I mean, we know from the beginning that she can be very hot-headed, even to the point of being an idiotic brat. I mean, seriously, she sees her mother talking to Malcolm Merlyn from a distance, and she's like, "Oh my god, they're so doing it! Grow up!" I mean, she has grown up a lot. She has become more mature, more responsible, and so on. So this hot-headedness, or headstrongness, I guess you could call it as well, that's something that can be a real good quality about her. I mean, I thought she was really annoying at the beginning, but, you know, she's sort of started to show that she really cares about other people, not just her family, but her boyfriend. So, Thea Queen, please keep being headstrong and a little hot-headed when you find it necessary, but pretty please with sugar on top. Don't be a dumbass like you have been several occasions before. Another person who's being a really big dumbass right now, at least currently, is Laurel, and I hope she gets her head out of her you-know-what, because I think she's being really unreasonable, hating on Arrow, I mean the Vigilante, because what happened to Tommy. I mean, he tried to save him, you know, and she knows that he's been trying his best to help people, but once her ex-boyfriend gets killed, while sacrificing himself for her to save her freaking life, she acts like this and, you know, tries to hunt him down like a dog. The most frustrating aspect of that is the fact that her dad, Quentin Lance, did the same earlier, trying to chase down the Vigilante and hating on Oliver Queen because of what happened to his daughter and by extension his family. She knows better than that. She used to be the smartest character in the whole show, and she's just being bitter and vengeful, and God, that really frustrates me. Damn. Now, apparently there's going to be a spin-off show about the Flash, which really came out of left field to me. I mean, they have been really toning down the superhero stuff and the sci-fi stuff, even though they have been hinting at stuff like a bigger universe with other vigilantes, and they've been dropping names of other DC characters, other cities, other companies even. But introducing an actual superhero with powers, wow, that's really gonna change things. Not just for, Oliver. But that might actually also change the tone of the show a lot. And it might actually alienate some viewers who normally aren't that into superheroes. Screw them. Who needs them? People better be a lot more open-minded than just giving up on the show because of that. That's all I'm saying. At first I thought that they were gonna give the Huntress a spin-off, sort of like with Xena on Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, because Xena was first a villain on Hercules before she got her own spin-off where she was the hero. Who knows, maybe the Huntress is gonna, make up for the way she's been acting at first and become a hero. Spin-off show though, that seems a little unlikely in her case. But since they are going this route with Arrow, I actually have some hopes that this is gonna turn out to be in the same universe as Man of Steel and the upcoming Superman Batman movie, because I would really love to see this version of Oliver Queen, aka Green Arrow, played by Stephen Amell, hanging out in the Watchtower with Superman, Batman, Flash perhaps, and some other superheroes, working together with them, but also butt heads with them like he has been doing with Diggle and Felicity. So to put it short, Arrow Season 2, can't wait to see what else they're gonna bring out, what the conflicts, character developments and story arcs there will be, and knowing that there are a lot more comic book elements coming along the way, that's just fantastic.
It's